this video, I'll be talking about how to apply for your PGWP permit from within Canada. A PGWP or postgraduate work permit allows you to remain in Canada and work full-time after you have completed a certificate, diploma or degree program that is at least 8 months in length. You don't need a job offer to apply, and you can work anywhere in Canada in any occupation. Now, this permit can only be received once in a lifetime, and you have to submit your application within 180 days of when your final marks are issued or when you receive the formal written note of graduation from your university. Now, within 180 days of the date of applying for the PGWP, you must meet one of the criteria. So either you have a valid study permit or you have held a study permit if you're applying within Canada. In order to be eligible for a postgraduate work permit, you must have been a full-time student continuously, and you have taken majority of your courses in person, not online. A postgraduate work permit will not be issued for longer than the duration of your passport. So if your passport is about to expire, you have to ensure you renew your passport before you apply for the postgraduate work permit. On January 22nd, 2024, most new post-secondary international students were asked to provide a provincial attestation letter from a province or territory with their study permit application. The IRCC will now return any application received that does not include a provincial attestation letter unless otherwise exempt. This is for people who are applying for a new study permit, perhaps from outside Canada. Starting on February 15th of 2024, a longer 3-year post-graduation work permit was made available to those who are graduating from a master's degree program that is less than 2 years and who meet all other PGWP eligibility criteria. Now, there are recent changes to the open work permits that has been made by IRCC. So for open work permits for spouses, eligibility is now limited to the spouses and common law partners of students in graduate, master's and doctorate programs and professional degree granting programs only. There has been some changes made to the open work permit eligibility for spouses, so you have to take note of this. PGWPs are issued once in a lifetime, so if you have plans to continue studying in Canada, you may wish to apply after you have completed your second program in order to make full use of your work permits. If your passport is also about to expire, you may wish to renew your passport before applying for the PGWP. The application fee for a PGWP is $255. When to apply for a PGWP, you can only do this when you have received your letter of completion from your school, and it will confirm that you have completed all program requirements. That's the only time that you can apply for the PGWP. There are points to note. You cannot work after the day your letter of completion becomes available until you have submitted your application for a PGWP and you meet all the requirements to work. Also, if you have a dependent, a spouse or common law partner, in order to extend their work permit, you must have a job considered a high-skilled position. That's a tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. How to apply? When you go on the IRCC portal, if you don't have a profile, you need to create one, and then you log into your account and select apply to come to Canada under the heading, and then start an application. Now, once you start the application, you'll need to select visitor, study and or work permits. So once you select that option, it will take you to another page where you have to select that you don't have a personal reference code. So you select the visitor, visa, study and or work permit option. Then it will take you to a screen where you can find out if you're eligible to apply. You will then be asked some questions by selecting the options from the drop-down menu. Now, I'm going to share some examples of the likely answers to the questions that might come up. That's on the personal checklist. For the example on the screen, you can use this as a sample and impute answers that applies to you. So I just gave a description of what the possible answers could be to some of the questions on the site. Now once you finish with this, you click on continue, and then in the box you select the postgraduate work permit and click on continue. After that, there is an application form which you need to download first from the portal. It's the IMM 5710 form. Now you need to download this first onto your system, then you open it manually to view the form, and then you have to fill in each of the fields. So there are different fields that you have to fill, such as the UCI. You have to indicate what you're applying for, impute your personal information, and all other required fields. After filling all the fields, you need to click on validate. That is at the top of the page. If there are any errors, it will highlight the fields that have the errors, and once you correct all the errors, you click on validate again, and you receive a confirmation that everything has been completed correctly. Then you save and upload the form with your other documents. There are other supporting documents you have to upload apart from that application form. So you have to upload your international passport, you have to upload your study permits, you upload your completion of studies letter, your official transcripts, and digital photo. There are optional documents that you can upload, which is a letter of explanation to explain special circumstances or situations such as previous education or employment information. You can also attach an optional document that requires you to list information such as any affiliation with organizations, military, or government service. You have to ensure that the documents you're uploading are in any of these digital file types, such as .tif, .jpeg, .png, .doc, .docx, and .pdf. The maximum file size is 4 MB, so you need to ensure that you save your files correctly to be able to maximize the space that is allowed. So you upload each of these documents. For every document you upload, you need to click on the upload button beside each of the documents to ensure that it's uploaded correctly. And as you're uploading, you'll be seeing the memory space that is left, so that will also be a guide for you to know if you'll be able to upload all your documents. After this, you're going to sign the application, submit, and pay the fee. So you click on the continue button at the bottom right corner of the screen. Follow the instructions provided to electronically sign your application. It is recommended that you take a digital screenshot to show the documents that you are submitting, as well as a screenshot when you receive the confirmation that your application has been submitted. Keep these pictures for your records until you receive a decision on your application. Now you may be asked to pay your fees using either a credit card or a Visa debit or Interac for the fees payments. Conclusion: after receiving your PGWP, you should consider applying for an extension of your social insurance number, and you can also apply for a new temporary resident visa or electronic travel authorization. That is if you wish to leave Canada at any given time. For more information, you can visit the IRCC page as well as the IRCC NOC page to see the different types of NOC jobs. For instance, when you want to apply for an extension for your spouse or common law partner, you need to have a job in either tier 0, 1, 2, or 3. So you can visit the website there to see where your job falls into. Thank you.